So somebody very kindly and usefully asked me the question, should you do press-ups on your knees before moving on to doing full press-ups on your toes? Hoping, I think the answer was yes, do loads of press-ups on your knees and that will completely carry over to doing press-ups on your toes. Sorry, it will not. So if you're doing press-ups on your knees, you've got your knees on the floor and you're doing this up and down over and over again. You're not using your glutes because your knees aren't locked out. You're not having to stabilise your pelvis and you're not having to use your core. All you're doing is getting a little bit of a pump in your arms. So when it actually comes to come up onto your toes, before you can do anything else, you've got to learn how to switch your glutes on in that position, how to stabilise your pelvis and how to brace your core before you can even think about moving that position. Okay, so all of this isn't going to carry over to this, a moving plank. So what is the answer? First of all, learn to do a plank properly. If you can get into a plank and really quite comfortably hold it, and it feels quite easy, and you're just balancing here, you're not really doing a plank properly. You want to tense as much as you possibly can when you do a plank. You shouldn't be doing a plank for any more than 30 seconds because that's really the amount of time that your body can fully tense for at any one time. So you want to think about pulling your hands and feet towards each other. So you're turning on your core muscles. Now, as you can see after I've done that, this is really, really hard for me to hold. If I let it go, this is not hard for me to hold. I'm just pushing down and slightly forwards. But if I pull my hands and feet towards each other and switch that on, that's really horrible. So I'm going to stop now. So you want to think about it as if you've got a piece of carpet underneath you, and with your hands and your feet, you want to try and pull that carpet towards each other, like wrinkle it up underneath your body. That's the direction of movement. Try it, it's really fun. So once you've mastered how to brace your core, stabilise your hips and switch on your glutes in a plank, you then want to start moving your plank. So the best way to do that is on an incline. So if you hold that thought, I'm always totally prepared, some sort of surface. So if you're at home, it's a kitchen worktop, it's a table, it could also be a wall to start with, something off the ground. You make your plank position here because that's what we've got strong at so far on the floor. So we've got this strong plank position, and then we start moving that plank position without having to use your full body weight on the floor. So having that incline takes a little bit of the body weight away from it. So you're moving less of your body weight, but you've still got this braced position that will then carry over to when you're on the floor, or when you go a bit lower. Here we go, a little bit lower. So you're finding something lower to get good at. Then you find something a little bit lower, and you come to the floor. So we can also work on negative press-ups, which everybody loves, affectionately known as splats. So you find your braced plank position, and you want to take it down. Now remember, our elbows are coming in, not out. We've talked about this. So you're coming down really, really, really super mega slowly, because this is where we build strength, all the way to the floor. Back up again. You can come up on your knees, I'll let you do that. Your negative press-ups might look a little bit faster. You might not be able to support your weight that slowly on the way down, but the more you do them, the stronger you will get, the slower you will come down, until eventually you can hold that bottom position with a beautiful solid plank and push back up. It won't happen if you do this once a week, or it might do, but it'll take a long time and you'll get bored. Do them every day. I promise it will make a massive difference, and press-ups are an amazing full body exercise that you can do anytime, any place, anywhere, and they'll make a massive difference to your body. Okay, any more questions?